time for that, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Coach, and this is FFC, and I've been called out already. I'm a little late. Thank you, host. Thank you, fans. Hey, Coach got to be here 9 o'clock sharp. Had a little discrepancy this morning with the dog and the child. It's okay. But yep, Coach is here. Coach is here, and we are ready to get ready for what? Week 10 in fantasy football. Week 10. Week 10. We are already 10 weeks into the NFL. This is where stuff starts to get real exciting. I'm trying to tell you, this is where stuff starts to bolo. This is where stuff gets ugly. This is where things take a turn for the worse, and this is where things turn up for the best. Like this is the part of football. It gets grimy, it gets bloody, it gets gory, it gets exciting, it gets sad. It does get sad. We're gonna see some bad losing streaks coming here soon. It's just that time of the year, man. Everything was exciting for the first 4 weeks. Everything got intense the next 4 weeks. It's time to turn it up now. Oh yeah, it's time to turn it up. So we are here to do that, do exactly that. Turn it up. You feel me? Oh.
Turn me up.
That's the kind of day we about to have, people. That's the type of day we are having, okay? So let's go ahead. What we got for you guys today? So today is week 10. We have our recap for last night's game. That game pretty much went exactly how I saw it going, you know. Outside of Chicago's kicker, yeah, the game pretty much went the way I thought it was going to go. So we have that for you today. We'll talk a little bit about that and a little bit about the players that did what they did and who didn't do anything in that game. And we will talk about, remember you have, no, Jocelyn, no magic outside. Go take it inside because I don't want her to get to it. If you drop it, she's going to tear it up. Go take it inside. Again, discrepancy with the dog and the child. All right, so we got that. We also have Talk to Coach. That's just a segment that stays on here throughout the show. That's basically what Coach just takes his time out from his segments and basically talks to you guys about anything you guys have. Anybody you want to cuss out, anybody you want to praise, anybody you just want to talk about, any start-sit questions, any fantasy football questions. That's what Talk to Coach segment is for. And then we also have our start and sits for the rest, basically for all of week 10. So yeah, we got a nice little episode for you guys today. So this is, yeah, we're gonna start the show up like this. See, we here. They came. And where was Coach? Coach was late. Coach got a fine. But we are here. All right, so his question is, Montgomery is back. What you think he going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to say that. I think this is the perfect opportunity for the Detroit Lions to utilize, in a perfect world, both running backs. Now, there's nothing wrong with David Montgomery. There's no need for David Montgomery to take a back seat to Jamar Gibbs off one game. I don't think so. Again, guys, it was one game, one overly force-fed game. Let's remember that now. Buddy, it's like Goff had nowhere to go, so it was give it to Gibbs. Like that was it. You know, it was an overfeeding. And then ain't nothing wrong with that. He did his job in that overfeeding, I tell you that. However, remember, overfeeding, that's not sustainable. And then remember, they just added Donovan Peoples-Jones to that team. So I really, the way I look at it, they're gonna split carries the rest of the season. Detroit is on the verge of doing something they haven't done in a long time. They only have one loss on the season. It's something they haven't done in a long time. Like it's really good for them right now. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep going in that direction, but I think they're going to just make a slight adjustment in personnel, i.e., they gotta keep themselves healthy for the playoffs. All right. So we all know Amon-Ra St. Brown cannot stay healthy throughout the season. He's a smaller guy, so he gets banged up with the type of route that he runs. That's fine. What it means is he needs help. He needs some assistance, and that's why they got done after Peoples-Jones. That's why Sam Laporta is the guy he is, and that's why they drafted him. So they want weapons. You feel me? So Montgomery is a weapon, and when he comes back, he's going to be used as that. Like I just really, what I think is going to be a Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor situation where whoever has the rock in scoring range will keep the rock and most likely be that guy that ends up, if they're able to score him, it'll be that person. So they won't pull one to put in another type thing. They'll let that running back keep that drive and do what he's supposed to do, throughout the drive. If one struggles, yeah, you'll see the other one actually take more of the load. So that's how I see the scenario of Montgomery coming back. Montgomery, a dog. I've been missing him in fantasy. Had to pick up bums. Yeah. He's been the last saving grace of running backs without having to have a top-tier running back. So, yeah, I understand that pain because especially if you loaded in other ways and you had Montgomery and he's been killing it for you because of where you drafted him value-wise, and then it goes down, yeah, you ain't going to have nothing else. You got to wait till he comes back, and you're going to have to deal with a bunch of bumps until that happens. Yep. I know those pains, Cardo. I know those fantasy football pains. It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. You got it. Oh, you're fine, honey. All right, so let's get into our first segment, and that is, where are we? No, hide that. That is not the one I'm looking for. There we go. All right, so we got a recap of the Bears and the Panthers from last night's game. Again, I had the Bears winning that game. 17-16. I had them. I mean, I literally thought the score was going to be somewhere very low like that. Again, what I've always said about the Chicago Bears, they're not a 30-point team. They've always been 21 at best. They've always handled business on the defensive end, allowing teams to not score as many points. Kind of like what they did last night, but not in that egregious fashion. As it pertains to the Panthers, well, I spoke yesterday on the team itself, and again, they were missing a lot of people due to injury. So that's one thing that had me leaning on Chicago winning the game in the first place. But like I said, when you look at their roster, when you look at the Panthers roster, there's nothing there. They don't have a running back. They have a quarterback who's a little small at height and weight. They have one receiver who gets force-fed because he's good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, he gets force-fed. They don't have anybody else, so that's what's going to happen. So, like I said, Hayden Hurst was good for a game, and I don't know what happened to him after that. So it's really, no, don't go over there. This way. All right, so let's go into what am I looking for? Bing, bing, there we go. All right, so we have our fantasy studs, if you will, for Thursday night, our fantasy leaders. It wasn't great. We got Cole Kmet. This one hurt me because I told Jose at work this might be the week to go double tight end set. And Cole Kmet, out of all the weeks you can be a bum, you decide this week is the only week you want 9.6 points. Like, come on, bro. So that's the five. That's the number 5 cap. Number 4 is Adam Thielen with only 10 points at 6 receptions for 42 yards. DJ Moore had a decent night, 5 receptions for 58 yards. in one rush, but that only got him 10 points. It was a Chicago Bears night, as I said. Carriel Santos, this one got me 12 points, 2 for 2 for 39, 1 for 1, 1 for 50 plus, and 1 extra point. And that's because of that flag that let them go back and then gave the ability to kick a 54-yard field goal. So there's that. So, but one that I am proud of because I got nothing but, Coach, do I start this guy? Coach, do I start this guy? Do I start him over this guy? Do I start him over this guy? Yes. Deontay Foreman, 80 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 receptions for 12 yards, for a total of 17.2 fantasy points. So, yes, Deontay Johnson did it for everybody who I said to start. If you had him in your flex, that was an amazing place to have him because that means that everybody else should basically do what they need to do for you. And if you had him as your number 2, at least, he got you 17 points as the number 2 running back spot. So you should be very, very, very happy with the production of one Deontay Johnson. All right, let's go back to the chats. Let's see what we got here. Kevo, my man, let's go. What we got, Kev? Kev always come with the right start sits, who I should play, who I should start, who in the waiver. Let's see, we got Hunter Henry at tight end for this week, Coach. You need a consistent enough tight end to fill in with Goddard being out. Well, Kevo, I tell you that consistency ain't coming from Hunter Henry. That ain't gonna happen. Do me a favor and can you give me at least the top 5 tight ends in your waiver wire? If Cade Otton is available, that's where you go, unless Tampa's on a bye. If Cade Otton is available, that's where you go. If not, look for the Raiders tight end. I like the Raiders tight end as well. Unless Jonnu Smith from Atlanta is available too, that might be another good pickup. But yeah, give me who you have. I don't know Hunter Henry. Unless Hunter Henry is the best available, we might have to go there. But let me see who your other 5 are on the waiver, and let's see what we can do with that. Let's see. Either way, the Bears are going to win because they own both of those first round picks. Yeah. Bears going to have them a nice draft day. I promise that. Let's see. I'm hip. I just dropped McBride. Is Taysom? I know it's probably a scary question to ask because he probably won't be. Is Taysom Hill available? If Taysom Hill is available, that might be another great option to go with. Tell her to sit first. All right, so let's go into our next segment, which is basically talk to Coach. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. If you guys have anything you guys want to discuss, this is basically our time to do that here. Just any trade questions, any start sit questions, waiver wire pickup questions, any thoughts on players you guys want to discuss. For instance, does anybody have an idea of what you think how Chase Young is going to do with the 49ers this week? Me personally, you all know I have my trepidations of Chase Young and the fact that your hand always goes in the hole, please, whenever her leash goes on, just out of practice. Be good, be careful, and be good on your walk with Lucy.
Okay, I hold my flower.
You hold your flower?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the purple.
Say hi, football people. Say hi, football people.
Hi.
Go. Have fun. Be careful, please.
Okay.
And make sure Lucy listens. Okay, make sure she goes to the potty. That little 4-year-old takes care of that dog so well. My gosh. Let's see. Okay, we got Otten, we got Everett, we got Johnson, and we got old boy from the Tennessee Titans. I can't pronounce his name. What you did about the collar? You can run real quick and get them the harness if you want. They're about to go outside in the front. Oh yeah, for him, yeah, I didn't think about that. My bad. I would go with Cade Otton. If he's playing this week, if they're not on a bye week, out of all these ones, Cade Otton, bro. Cade Otton. The reason why I say that, he is now a weapon for Baker Mayfield. Like, literally, he gets consistent targets, and I believe that dude gets consistently enough, either close to or in the end zone. You know, he's gonna get him one every. I don't think he's an every week touchdown person, but I don't believe he's touchdown dependent. He's work dependent, and he gets work from Baker Mayfield. So Cade Otton would be the one to go. And Luke Musgrave. Nah, I like, it looked good that one game with Green Bay. If this is the Green Bay Cat, I'm not sold on him yet. I need more. I need more. Like, it's really only been 1 week. Yeah, 1 week. Because the next week he was supposed to do it, he got hurt, didn't even finish. Green Bay lost. Now Green Bay went on a decline. So yeah. Once you start seeing them type of storylines happen, I'll stay away from that tight end until the storyline comes back up. You know what I mean? It's just like, who's the tight end? Who's the tight end for the Saints, right? Last time I checked, what happened to Jimmy Graham? Right? Like, what? We ain't even talking about his just abrupt disappearance. Like, how you get beat out on your return home? Huh? How you get beat out for the start job in your return home? So again, you ain't tight end for this team. Like, you never been one. You cried about being paid like a wide receiver. They booted you out. You came back. You go down the street, call crazy or whatever, get arrested. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy, but obviously he is a non-factor for the Saints team, which is unbelievable to me. See, I like Johnson before the season started, but yeah, I was trying to Jawan. If you're talking about Jawan Johnson, there's two things I don't like about him: his lifestyle and his wife. I'm sorry, I gotta go there, but she pops up on my Instagram periodically, and I think it's just because I follow so much in the NFL. She's so annoying. I don't like her. If it's just for streamings, they suck. Like, this whole being a rich wife, and like when he was injured, and I gotta come to the games, having to come to the games while your husband's injured is so embarrassing. And she's like, I get it's for skits and video, but that looks so tasteless. Like, you look like a gold digger no matter what happens, and you just come off in such a gold digging light. Like, I get, and it's just she may not be, but I don't know. Certain people and their persona just give me bad vibes. Him being married to her and him being a Saint, he ain't done nothing, has he? Not a thing. So there has to be some kind of correlation, bro. If this is who your wife is, well, this is what the rest of your career finna look like. And she finna bleed you dry, and she moving on to the next one when your time is done, bro. Ooh-wee. You think she's gonna stay in Louisiana? You think she's staying in Louisiana when your career is over? I can't wait for the defensive end she end up with in LA. Anyway, I'm cold. I'm on one today, y'all. What up, big dog? This is Boss Man. I love when Boss Man joins the show. He always got the fire heat questions. And he tell you something. Boss Man come with the right question, okay? Because he want a certain answer from Coach. So he come with those directs. Here we go. Carl is trying to trade me Debo for Kenneth Walker or Aaron Jones. I already have Adams, Cup, and IU. Thing is, bro, you don't need Debo. You don't need Debo. Only way you take Debo is if you're going to cough up Adams. And I'm not coughing up Adams right now. I don't care how bad he did last week. He's happy. And a happy Adams is a successful Adams. And that's going to continue. What's your running back depth? Oh, no, you have Kenneth Walker and Aaron Jones. Nah. I don't like the trade. I don't feel like it benefits you just taking Debo. You already have some really good wide receivers. I don't really see, and I don't see the need of you. I don't see the point of you having Ayuk and Debo Samuels on the same team. You have either you're gonna start both of them, or you got to play that game of who's gonna have better yards this week. Do you really want to have that headache? I would. I'm not doing that. No thanks. No trade. Let's see. Ricardo, Gino, Montgomery, Singletary. Ooh, I know that Singletary hurting you too, bro. That's why Montgomery hurt you when he went down, because you had to deal with Singletary. I understand. Let's see. Garrett Wilson, Demario Douglas, Jacoby Myers, Mark Andrews, Joseph. Seahawks defense. What you think? Is the Raiders defense available? If the Raiders defense is available, I'm playing the Raiders defense. I'll look again when we do our start assist, but if they're available, you might want to go there. I feel like they're going to have more points than the Seahawks. What's your record, Cardo, with this roster? If you're at least breaking even, if you're above or at 500, good roster. If you're below, yeah, you might have to make some moves, especially at running back, because it looks like the only. Do you have any backups? Or is this? I'm sure you do, because I think this is just your starting team. It's that Singletary one, bro. I know, because Damian Harris ain't doing nothing, and Singletary had the opportunity, and he's pretty much crapping the bed too. And how do you crap the bed like this with both those running backs when your quarterback is out here shining like an angel from heaven? What are you people doing? All you have to do is catch the ball. The receivers are doing it. So you telling me Singletary after all this time, you're not a pass catching back? I don't know what this is. So yeah, I'm sorry that this is what you got to deal with, fam. Hopefully, there's nothing in the waiver wire at running back. We praying for injuries right now because ain't nobody gonna trade you because you're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to give up Garrett Wilson for a running back if that even happens. So, if you got a record, if your record winning, you got to ride that bad boy out like this, and pray on the demise of injuries. You're 4-5, but just picked up. See, and you're 4-5, and that is not bad. You can't lose 2 more games. I can tell you that. 2 more losses, yeah. But 4-5 puts you in it's a sweet spot, especially with bye week fiasco still going on. Your roster can hold a thread as long as they don't crap the bed, basically. So yeah, right now we praying on the demise of players. We're praying for some more players, running back wise, end up on coach's couch so you can scoop them bad boys up. Because yeah, you real thin at running back. Let's see, I tried to trade Carl Foreman for Debo. Oh, well, look like Foreman had 17 points for you. Hey, man. Let's see. That's what I'm saying. I don't need Debo. Yeah. You don't need Debo because you got 3 really good receivers that you finessed at that 32nd draft you put up on you boys. I ain't letting it down, boss man. I ain't letting that one down, bro. So, no. You have a really good set, and the thing is, you had to sit back and let Cup come back. And I love, see, we ain't talked about this yet because Coach talks about this stuff. We don't really talk about it everywhere. It's going to be on Coach's show. When it needs to be. When does it need to be? Right now, i.e., who don't love Carson Wentz going to LA right now? Who don't love it? Here's what's going to happen in LA. I really hate how this consensus of Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is not a bad quarterback. Carson Wentz was overpaid. That I will say. He's not a bad quarterback. He got hurt in a great year season he was having, to where my man Nick Foles got to take over when he won the Super Bowl against Tom Brady. It wasn't meant for Wentz to do that. But then situations happen. Things happen. It looked bad. He went to the Colts. It looked good, but then it looked bad. But then when Ryan went there and he looked like Wentz, that's when I was like, okay, so it's not Wentz, it's the staff. He goes to Washington, supposed to revive himself. You get beat out. Let me tell you something. If you get beat by Taylor Heineke, you decline, period. He declined that year. He's taking some time off. He's been in shape. He's coming to play in LA. If Sean McVay is a very smart man, you do not do what the Colts, and I don't think the Washington did it a little bit, but they did do it because they have other things there offensively. They're just their scheme. LA scheme is actually Cowboys, and that's perfect for Wentz. Throw the ball. These receiver Puka. Now, here's what I'm gonna tell you about Puka and Cup. if Wentz works out the way I envision, sadistically, if you have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua on the same team, I'd start them both and watch both of them take me to the playoffs with Carson Wentz. Oh, do I think the Rams are going anywhere? No. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is Carson Wentz is getting 3 touchdowns. One is going to Puka and one is going to Kupp. That's what I'm telling you. Because he uses both receivers. So, and if you're the tight end in LA, be happy. That tight end about to get some nice work. So, is it Tyler Higbee? Somebody need to be scooping on Tyler Higbee this week. Absolutely. Carson Wentz is going to feed him when he needs a bailout. Yep. So, I like Carson Wentz going to the Rams to take over to help out because, you know, Stafford's dealing with an injury. This is what they don't, there's nothing else out there. And this is the best option that they have that can accurately throw some footballs. Okay. So what that means is for you, Joe, like, again, with all the issues Kupp has been dealing with, I'm still not getting rid of him. He's still that kind of guy. Any discrepancies that happen with receivers that have to deal with Matthew Stafford, it's Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford is playing great, those receivers are going to eat. If Matthew Stafford look like crap, as you can see, crap gets put on the table by the receiver. So, as I say, I like Carson Wentz coming in. And I think he's had enough time this week to just do an average playbook to get open. They're going to run the ball, but he's going to get, they're not going to do anything too crazy this week. But, like, if anything, if he ends with 240 yards and two, maybe 3 touchdowns. So Carson Wentz going to the Rams actually does help Cooper Kupp a lot more. Let's see. Moore been slumming. Nah. See, everybody got hyped off a couple games from DJ Moore. And don't get me wrong, I think DJ Moore's quarterback is Justin Fields. Because Justin Fields just throws it up there to him, basically. You know what I mean? Nothing. It's not like they're doing anything too fancy. The rookie ain't taking no shots. There's confidence in Fields to take those shots. The rookie's not taking those shots right now. So that's why Moore's going to slump. The shot he took to Mooney, didn't even score. So it's going to be painfully headache right now for Chicago Bears for anything outside of a running back. I'll trade Foreman for Ayuk. Yeah, that's a good trade. They're going to give you about the same numbers, especially with Debo coming back. Brandon, don't get me wrong, Brandon's going to do his work, but outside, if it's no touchdown, the work is 17, 18 points, which is fine. So, yeah, that trade is basically it's an even break trade. Quickest draft I've ever been a part of. Bruh, because you put Teddy, bruh, you made Teddy the martyr. My man Teddy last place probably because his roster got tore up over there trying to do something with his 30-second draft. So sorry for Buddy. Let's see. Ricardo, I think this is your other team. You got Herbert, Henry, Ford. This is the damn roster that's the beast right here. He's got Herbert, Henry, Ford, D-Hop, Tank Dell, Calvin Ridley. But should I start the rookie from Seattle instead of Ridley? Then I got Hawkinson at tight end, Jax kicker, and Jeff. Yeah, start. The time for starting Calvin Ridley is over. Calvin Ridley is drop worthy. He right up there with Jared Jeudy, Damian Pierce, Devin Singletary, Kyle Pitts. These are all drop worthy players that I'm naming here. But yeah, he should be dropped. Like there's no need for Calvin Ridley anymore. No need. Let's see. Wentz and Stafford are carbon copies. They are. But with that carbon copy, Wentz's armor is a little stronger and a little bit more accurate. Well, the one thing I always said about when Beckham came over to the Rams and they went to the Super Bowl, right? I said Beckham go eat 5 to 7 catches, right? Why? Because they're gonna be mid-range, 5 to 7 yard catches, right? Every time Stafford threw that ball down the field, try to give it to Odell. So I don't think that issue happens with Carson Wentz. I think he accurately can throw. I don't think he underthrows. I think he overthrows, but I'd rather overthrow than underthrow. His issue, Carson Wentz's issue, is he throws into coverage. That's the bad thing. Cup doesn't throw. Stafford doesn't throw into coverage. He protects the ball very well. Wentz throws into coverage. Like he can be tricked into throwing an interception. So I'm not telling you to pick up Wentz. That ain't what this is about. They can be carbon copies all they want. This carbon copy just helps the receivers because his arm and injuries are a little bit better than that of Matthew Stafford. That's what I'm saying. Can you get her a doggy treat? Can you get her a doggy treat? There, no, top. Yep. Other one. Yep. That one, and then the pink one is her vitamin. And you can give her that one too. And yeah, that's it. She doesn't need a training treat yet. Wait, go to mommy first before you give her anything. Let's see. I need a replacement for Hurst this week anyway. I don't trust Minshew this week. Is Baker Mayfield available? I know Sam Howell ain't available. I know somebody grabbed him. Good job. Who is Minshew playing? I'll get to that when I go to starting six because I might even say seven depending on who they're playing. Who's available? Who's available? You got 2 rookies available. You got Will Levis. You got Buddy from the Raiders. He's available. If you don't, if you're just looking for a replacement just for the week, that means you got to stream this week. You got to just plug somebody in, plug and play, baby. Plug and play. You better get your boy Wentz, Kevo. Hey, better get that Philly grape. I'm just saying. No, there's no tape on Wentz this week. So who's going? Ain't no defense coordinator got nothing on Wentz this week. They're gonna try to play the weapons, and Wentz is gonna eat. I'm telling you, Wentz is gonna have a good game this week. I don't think it'll be great next week, but this first week with them, yeah, he's gonna have a good game. Wait, she's eating. Let's see. That roster 3-6. I'm trying to get upsets. Wait, the Herbert roster is 3-6? No. Dang, that's a nice roster. You must be in a damn good league if you're 3-6 and it happens. That's fantasy, bro. Like I don't know if y'all get this, but this Herbert, Henry, Ford, D-Hop, Tank Dell, outside of Calvin Ridley, Hockenson, the Jazz kicking the Jets. That's a good roster. If that roster is 3-6, yeah, you holding on because you about to piss off everybody else and make them lose too. That's me. I'm petty like that too. I ain't finna quit. Nope. Everybody finna take an L because I'm losing. Let's see. I'm starting Wentz over Minshew this week. We going to revisit the next week. Hey, I like it, bro. I like it. I talked about it. I like it. Like I said, he'll give you 242. All right. It's not going to be a beautiful game, but if that man can get you in the end zone 2 to 3 times, you're gold. Without any turnovers, you're gold. Okay. And depending on who the Rams are playing too, I can't wait to go do start sits in a minute so we can see who playing who. If they have a good matchup this week, oh yeah, Carson Wentz will be absolutely. And Kupp and Puka gonna be nice. Philly ties, I'm telling you. Hey, look. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Look, again, I don't mind the X's and O's called from Sean McVay. I think Carson Wentz will be just fine in his play calling system. Is he going to grow as a quarterback with this coach? No, but we ain't talking about that. We need a quarterback to stream for week 10. That's what this is about when we talk fantasy. We need a quarterback to stream for week 10. And there's no tape on Carson Wentz this week. We're going to have a good week this week. All right, with that being said, we are going to go right on ahead. Jocelyn, put that down. We got our starts and our sits for week 10. All right, so what we about to do real quick is we about to hit a commercial break, get me some water, get myself refreshed. When I come back, we will dive right on into our week 10 start and sit. We're going to have fun with this one because it's week 10. And this one, I know I do a lot of start them, but we're going to get real specific this week. This is the ones where we need to know, is this person even viable to play or not? Because there's slim pickings out there with it's still bye week fiasco. We got a few more weeks of this crap. And then remember, we got that ugly holiday week where not only do we have Thursday night football games on Thanksgiving, which is fine by me, but now we got a whole Black Friday game with bye week fiasco. So now you got to decide if the solo games be ugly if when you play somebody that don't do nothing. You got to wait till Sunday just to continue to lose. So November is just an ugly month of football. It's an ugly month for men. As you can see, no shave November. As you can see, Scruff McGruff ain't going nowhere. So you know, it's gonna be an ugly week. But we'll get back into that after commercial break. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Han.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we live in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, we are back. Oops, sorry for the screen. All right, we are back. And we are about to get into our start and sits for week 10. Let's see. Good girl. All right. So we always start with our favorite position in football, and that is our quarterback position. All right, so before I get started, I just want to check the comments just to make sure I don't miss anything before we get started. All right. All right, so our starting sits for week 10. Let's get started. We have, now I told y'all last night, do not start either Tyson Bagnet or Bryce Young. Bryce Young had 9 points. Tyson Bagnet had 7. Okay, I told y'all don't do that. Okay, I even said don't start anybody from the Carolina Panthers offense, and that was, I think DJ Moore was the one I said start. I hope that's the one I said start. I don't think I even said start Mooney, or I might have said reverse, but Mooney missed that touchdown, so bada bing, bada boom. But I definitely said start Foreman. And as you can see, Foreman was absolutely wonderful for everyone who did start him and for everyone who listened to Coach. This Coach only gives you guys the best information. I don't do this to lie. Why would I want to lie? I ain't playing. I have no dog in fantasy football fight this year. And you know what? To be quite honest, I don't think I'm going to have a dog in the fight anymore. I don't know yet. Don't let me get to talking too crazy. But I don't think I'm coming back to fantasy. because this is my fantasy right here. Everything I do for y'all. Only thing I'm gonna most likely do is stuff like best ball, more parlays, so I can start doing parlays on my shows. Start doing betting on my show. Yeah, absolutely. Not this year. Coach needs to do some research and some homework. But ladies and gentlemen, okay, FFC 2024 is introducing parlays. It's introducing betting. It's introducing. I will get into both FanDuel and DraftKings, so I can help everybody set up paid rosters that they like to do. We are going deep, and I think if I do any type of fantasy football, I'm done with PPR. I'm done with Standard League. I'm moving over to Dynasty. And there's another league I think I said I was going to move over to. That was a tough one, but I'm 18, 19, or 20-man leagues. I don't need to do that stuff because I'm not saying I'm past it. I'm just saying I have so much information. Here's the thing about Coach, and maybe this will help you guys understand why it is that my brain works the way it works, and why I say I don't need to do this anymore. Because I'd rather do it for you guys. There was a league I was in. I think it was a 10 or 12-man league. 10-man. It was a 10-man league. I drafted my roster. I helped another friend. Like before the draft, like we talked about it all the time. Who we picking up? Who should I get? Should I? If he tell me with his pick, because he may have a pick before me. And if he sit here and ask me, mind you, we're playing against each other in this league, right? Draft hasn't started yet. He's got number 1 pick, or he's got number 5 pick, or he's got the number 8 pick, or number 9 pick. Whatever his pick is, he come to me. Who should I grab with that number 1 pick? Now, it could be anybody I want. I don't know. But wherever his position is when he drafts, it could be before me, it could be after me. I'm going to tell him who the best person is. He going to tell me, what about this person? I want this person. Yeah, why not? You don't think just because I tell you who to draft, I don't know who I want? I need you guys to understand about when it comes to me in football. One player is not the death of me. There are 32 teams in the NFL. 32 teams have at least 3 running backs on their roster. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody ain't going to pan out. And normally, I'm a little bit ahead of who that isn't going to be. So I can shift all day long. So while I'm helping him before the draft of who he should make sure he should take, hey, who you looking at the receiver? I tell you. Who you looking at this person? Take this person. I might be wanting that person. I don't mind telling you to take him because just because I want him, that don't mean I have to have him. There's so many other people I want too. I got a lot of wants when it comes to football, when it comes to these players. I don't need to have that person. You see what I'm saying? You can have them all you want, especially if there's people hey, bro, should I take these with this pick? I don't want them. So you have fun with that. And I can still give him my same spiel about the Stephon Diggs. He don't play good in the cold. To him, that's fine. He getting you 1,200 yards in the season. He'll deal with that. Stephon Diggs ain't starting in the cold. He might not play him come cold time. He might have another receiver to play. So he ain't got to worry about that. But I'm not going to give you the wrong information is what I'm saying. And then on top of my roster, knowing who to draft, helping you out with who to draft, I got 2 other people in the league who I literally helped on draft day, i.e. my wife and my son, because they were in the league with us. And help them draft their rosters while I'm drafting mine and helping other people tell who to draft. And let's say I had 2 other people in the league. They're buried. They're busy. They're friends of the family. Guess what they never do every year? They don't make the draft. They do not make the draft. They always get auto draft. And every time they get auto draft, I send a message. Hey, man, y'all got auto draft to check game. These are the available waiver wires. This is who you should drop so you can pick this person up. And you know what's funny? They listen to me. And on top of listening to me, even if they didn't, they would do that anyway. So that it's like they just because they like auto drafting means nothing. If you know how to work your roster after auto draft, you're fine. Like, don't be scared because you get auto draft. They was never scared. I think his wife ended up in 3rd place and he climbed all the way up to 5th place. Like, and they were both auto drafts. I think I was in 1st place. I had the best roster, and it's because they got auto drafted. So I got some good picks because of that auto draft, and that happens. I plan for auto drafts. I don't know if anybody else does, but I do. So what I'm saying is, my mind has literally got 4 rosters lined up because of all the people I'm helping. or more four rosters, and I can still maintain mine. That's why I went crazy one year and went to NFL fantasy and drafted all 6 leagues. Then went to ESPN and drafted all 32, and then went to Yahoo and drafted all 6. And that was not smart at all. Don't ever do that. Please don't. If you want to just have a bunch of leagues, that's fine. Stop at 10. You got to remember, you're going to waste most of your time setting up lineups rather than paying attention to your roster. And that's not good for you. You want to know what your roster is about. You want that roster to become your image, who you are. You got to talk shit about your roster. You're going to get shit talked about your roster. Sorry for the language. This is fantasy. Sometimes this is how things have to come out so you understand where it comes from. But with this kind of entity, like you can't be scared to make moves in fantasy. I'm never scared. Like what I mean, like I don't get mad because somebody took somebody. I don't care. Half the time, that person might not make it through the season. You got to remember, this is fantasy. This is fate. We are making literal judgments based on previous data and expecting that same data to translate each week. That's a simulated video game. That's fantasy. That's where you can go in. But in this league here, you have to understand because of the makeup of the fakeness, you're gonna lose, pimp. You're gonna get some losses. My man Carter sat right here and said, I'm 3-6, and I'm finna take everybody down with me. Why cough up? Why choke now? Why not just end the season on a high? Because you know what I'm not gonna do? Be in last place. I may not win. I may not make it to the playoffs, but I'm gonna win my consolation game. I ain't going into that last place. Last place punishments are the worst, bruh. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. Come to coach. Come to coach every week. This is what I do. I'm dead serious. I just don't think I can do fantasy football anymore. And it's literally because it's paper. It's like taking candy from a baby when I'm bragging. I'm literally bragging. Fantasy football. I used to whoop ass in Madden. People think it's because it's a video game, but it's a simulation. If you know football, you should not have a problem playing Madden. It'd be bad. It'd be times it was so boring that I could be doing something. I remember one time I was playing against this one dude, and I was creating a MySpace page while I was destroying him like 56-0 in Madden. Basically, I wasn't even paying attention to the game. You feel me? That is fantasy football to me. I know football so much, and I appreciate it, and I have the passion for it so much that these players, everything, it sings to me. It sings. Like I have a whole app or a whole web page. I paid $160 something for the year, right? What does it pay? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where are you at? Where's my football page? Yeah, it is. It's called Formations Playhut Playbook, right? Let me see if it's still active. Wait a minute, I'll go back. But anyway, what I did with this webpage, I'm trying to see if I can pull up photos of it. Basically, I go in there and make plays. I take everything that I would want to do and become a coach, and I'm making my playbook. That's all I do. And then I love it because it's virtual, so they move. I get to see my holes. I get to see how the play move. I'm like Michael Jackson. I have so much in my head that I have to get it out. That's what football is for me. Okay. So just taking fantasy to another level of that is what it is for me in my brain. Like it's a joyous game for me. Like it's a game. I love games, and I'm great at games. I like to whoop ass in games, dominoes, spades, poker, Monopoly, Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man. If I play it because Xbox sucks. I mean, name what you want. Division. I get down with the games. So what you think fantasy football finna be for me? It's a game, and I love it. The one thing I love about this game is one game I can help other people win. Because I can help y'all win money. I'm not worried about the cash, fam. I'm not worried about that. I don't do football for money. I want everybody to understand that. First and foremost. That's what took me so long to even put my face on TV, to even do a stream like this. I had been pushed by my wife, my son, Joe. When I met Joe, first thing he said, bro, you need to be on TV. Like, people need to see you, coach. I listen to your podcast and I love everything you say. And I'm like, man, this dude need to be seen. And then one day I've been pushing it off. Yeah, you're right. I've been pushing it off. Hey, coach, I got a proposition for you. How would you like to have your own show on R2? That's what my man Joe came to me with. Because of his understanding of my passion for this sport. He has to have it on TV. And this has been one of the greatest moments in my life, coming up here every single week from training camp. I've been talking to y'all since training camp, doing rankings for every single player, dropping them up and down. And if you drop Jonathan Taylor because you didn't take him earlier, your roster's sitting nice and pretty. Because I told you to drop him. He wasn't at work. I told you to drop him. But it worked out. But I didn't say drop him off your roster, but I mean drop him in your rankings. And don't draft him early. He ain't at work and we don't know when he's coming back, and then he ended up on the IR. But if you drafted him late, kudos to you, because that was the game plan. We don't need to waste a high draft pick just because we know he's going to come back. But he ain't finna play right now. We need players right now. That's the whole point of being able to trade. So you can work things out like that later on. Like Danny been doing a whole season. That man started off with one roster, and he didn't end up with the same roster because he made trades. Same with Gus. He made trades. All those trades they made and the good rosters that they have, they still took losses. Jose started off 0-2, ended up 5-3. Had to take that hit last week of 5-4. Why? We knew it. He had his entire winning roster is 49ers in Detroit. Sam Laporta, Jamar Gibbs, and then the 49ers. Okay? So we understood what this week was going to be about, and we still almost took the win, but we didn't. But look, he understood. We take the L this week. The roster's coming back. We climb. That man ain't worried about it. He's 5-4 in an 8-man league in his first year, never playing fantasy football. He's winning. He's winning right now. Lucas never played fantasy football except for this year. Listen to coach. Ask me every week. He knows football. Because me and him, we have wonderful discussions at work. We go at it about players. And he actually can change coaches' mind. He's a young 17-year-old. I tell you what, that young 17-year-old had me go back and reintroduce my issues with AJ Brown. Yep. Lucas, a young 18. But he had me reintroduce my issues. Yeah. This year. Why? Because we watch the games together. We talk the same stuff together. And sometimes coach can be I try to be as unbiased as I possibly can, but we know coach can tad bit be a little biased, especially if I want to hold on to a narrative. Of course, come on, that's the whole point of the narrative. I'm trying to get people to buy into it. I gotta hold on to it. I can't let it go. But guess what? The narrative of him being the number 2 is over. It's over. You see what I'm saying? And this man Lucas knows his stuff. He's 6-3. Him and Jose and best friends, different leagues, but they almost got similar rosters. But he's 6-3. He won this week, which Jose took the L. It's just, look, I don't do this for the pay. I do this because I just like talking about sports. I like being right. I like telling y'all the right information. I like y'all having the right information. I don't want y'all having no bum out there on the field. I don't want somebody out there playing who shouldn't have did that. I'll be like, oh, man, I wish I could have told you. I do it every week now. So now if you don't know, you didn't tune in to coach. You didn't clock in. You didn't watch. I come here every week and give y'all the low down dirty, and I give y'all the ups and excitement. I tell y'all who I'm excited about. I tell y'all who to put on the roster. I tell y'all who to watch out for. I tell you everything you need to know. I come at people like Ty sorry-ass Bowles. I come at people who are great. Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown out here breaking records. Okay? I tell you who's mediocre. Christian McCaffrey, DK Metcalf. Okay? And I tell you who I had high hopes for and who was out here killing it at number 6 in fantasy points, Sam Howell. I had hopes for Baker Mayfield, and look how good he's doing. I don't come out here to tell you guys fooly wooly. I come out here to give you the real, because coach is real about it. I watch these games in and out, and I go back and watch highlights in case I miss something. I need to know everything so I can give y'all everything. I don't want to hold nothing back from y'all, all right? But enough of coach's soliloquy. I just had to go and get that one off my chest before we get into these wonderful start and sits that I love telling y'all about. Because I promise you, I think that's why I went so nuts about this little situation, this little soliloquy, because I love starting sits. Like, I love, because I know who to start and who to sit. Like, it doesn't matter what your roster is. It doesn't matter who it is. It's who they're playing, who they're going up against, what their matchups are looking like, and it's start or sit them. Simple. So, to start off, we got, that's crazy that Cam Newton is still on the roster. Not on the roster, but still, well, I don't know, because they still have him here as a Panther. That's weird. That is so weird. But Josh Allen versus Denver on Monday Night Football, that is a start. Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts are on bye week, so that is going to be sucky. Lamar Jackson against Cleveland is a start. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not start Lamar Jackson this week. If you had any other option, if you had anywhere else to stream, Cleveland's defense is actually really good. I just think Lamar is not going to get like 20-plus points. And this is the kind of week you need Lamar to really put up big numbers. And I don't see that happening because their receiving is not good. They're going to run the ball. And Lamar Jackson's numbers are going to be like 12, 14. So I probably would not actually start Lamar Jackson this week. Joe Burrow against Houston is a start. Justin Herbert against Detroit. Let me see what you did last week in that 17-point game, Herbert. You had 7 points against the Jets. Oh, you didn't throw any touchdowns. That's why. You only have 4 interceptions. 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So you got 13 touchdowns, and you didn't throw any last week. And Herbert usually always gives you a game where he doesn't throw any touchdowns, and it sucks. It sucks. My only issue is he against Detroit, he can give you a Dallas game where he only got you. No, he can give you a Kansas City game where he only gave you 1 for 2 and those 2 interceptions in that game. But right now we can't be real picky, so I would start Justin Herbert against Detroit. But if you have other options, we'll go through those 2. 2 is on a bye. See, there goes one option. You ain't got it. So it might have to be Justin. But if you got Dak Prescott is definitely a start against the Giants. Everybody's an automatic start right now against the Giants. C.J. Stroud against Cincinnati is a start. Trevor Lawrence against San Francisco is not a start. Do not start Trevor Lawrence. Here's the thing. He hasn't even scored 20 points this season. And he is up going up against a 49ers defense that just added Chase Young and had a bye week. I'm staying away from Trevor Lawrence this week. Brock Purdy against Jacksonville. I'm kind of in the same situation. I'm not starting Brock Purdy this week either. Jared Goff against the Chargers. Yeah, I'm starting. His Chargers defense ain't nothing. I'll start him. You can start Jared Goff. Sam Howell against Seattle. Yeah, that is a start. Y'all know Sam Howell through 9 weeks only has 2 bad games. Y'all understand that? Sam Howell. Now, here's what I mean by bad game. I told every single last one of you to pick up Sam Howell. Because I told every single last one of you, Sam Howell will get 2 touchdowns a game. Sam Howell will have at least 250 yards a game average. Okay? Does his turnovers need to be fixed? Hell yeah. It's bad. However, week 1, 15 points. Week 2, 21 points. Week 3, 0.6 points. Week 4, 19 points. Week 5, 25 points. Week 6, 18 points. Week 7, 9 points. Week 8, 30 points against Philly. Week 9 against New England. 17 points. Sam Howell is an automatic start now. Don't care what you say. He had 2 bad games. And just check this out, right? For week 1, 202 yards. Week 2, 299 yards. Week 3, 170. Week 4, 290. Week 5, 388. Week 6, 151. Week 7, 249. Week 8, 397. Week 9, 325. Like, what more do you want from Sam Howell, people? I told you all to take this quarterback with your last pick with your last pick in the draft. Because nobody had Sam Howell on their radar. Nobody. What do you people think Eric Bieniemy was going to go there and do with this young quarterback? Suck? Why? You guys got to pay attention. The move itself of Eric Bieniemy becoming the offensive coordinator and given all offensive duties. Do you understand that Ron Rivera does not touch the offense now? He doesn't even look on that side because it is all Bieniemy. What did you think Howell was going to do? Why did you think he was going to suck? This ain't about the Washington Redskins having a winning record. This is what this kid was going to do in the games for fantasy football. And if you listen to Coach, you riding high right now because Sam Howell has been giving you nothing but great. You have to understand something. Your last pick of the draft at quarterback is only supposed to get you 15 points to 18 points a game, right? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, right? They're supposed to also be upside, right? 21, 25, 30. Come on, y'all. And he still has week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 to play. 14 is the back. What more are you supposed to? I told you all 250 was his average, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games above that. And the only reason why it ain't 6 because one of them is literally 249. Like, come on, man. I don't know what. Like, Sam Howell is the guy. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. But whoever did, you sitting on gold right now because he's literally the number 6 quarterback in fantasy football. He is literally. Y'all weren't here yesterday, huh? When I went over the fantasy scoring leaders, the top 10 for each position, Sam Howell is number 6. C.J. Stroud is number 7. He's above C.J. Stroud. That'll change because of his week he just had, of course. But let's think about that for a second. He is literally in the middle of the pack. I told y'all to take him with the last pick. So again, Coach knows what he's talking about. So Sam Howell is a start. Geno Smith against Washington. Let's see. Geno Smith against Washington is not a start. Deshaun Watson against Baltimore is a start. Russell Wilson against Buffalo. Let's see. Let's check out Russell Wilson's numbers. If you have to, yeah, I know it's a bye week issue. So if you have to stream somebody because you don't want to start Lawrence, you can start Russell Wilson. Baker Mayfield against Tennessee. This one might be a tough one. Or it might not be. It might just be another good game. But Baker Mayfield has been playing he's another one that's been playing great football. And he's another one who I told you to take with the last of your picks. And if you have, like Danny, you 8-1. Because you had Baker Mayfield as your starting quarterback all season because you loaded up on weapons because of that reason. So, Baker Mayfield is a start. Yeah, I'd start. Kyler Murray against Atlanta is definitely a start. And this is why I want it to be a start, because I need this fool to destroy any hopes of the Atlanta Falcons making it to the playoffs. And that'll be in this game. Because they will hit a bad decline if they lose this game to Kyler Murray on his one game back. It's going to be real ugly. So, Kyler, I have never supported you in all of my career of doing fantasy. I've never drafted you. I've always hated playing against you. It's always in week 1. I always take an ugly loss because you always put up 33 points in your first game. So guess what this is for you, homeboy? Your first game. So guess what I need from you, homeboy? Give me them 33. Kyler, Give me them 33. Beat the Atlanta Falcons, please. Okay, so yes, start Kyler Murray. Jordan Love against Pittsburgh is a bench. Don't start Kyler. I like him, and I know people ain't big on him right now. This is the first year, chemistry, a lot of injuries. They're doing their best. I never said they were gonna be great, but I actually really like Jordan Love better than most people think. Check this out. For those of you that don't see it, in fantasy football, Jordan Love has one game through 9 weeks under 10 points. That's week 5 against Vegas. He had 4 points. However, from week 1, skipping week 5, it's been 23, 20, 24, 17, 15, 14, 13. Them 15, 14, 13 are declines. However, he's above 10 points. This is bye week fiasco. You're streaming a quarterback. I'm just saying. Has he hit a 300-yard game? No, and he's not going to. But if you're looking for a streaming quarterback, Jordan Love might be a good stream. However, Pittsburgh's defense, I don't know. Yeah, I actually need to take that back. I'm not streaming him this week against Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No. Let me take all that back. That's not going to happen. No Jordan Love this week. Will Levis against Tampa Bay is a start. Derek Carr against Minnesota is a start. Kenny Pickett against Green Bay, don't start. Tyler Heineke against Arizona, don't start. Gardner Minshew against New England, don't start. Garner ain't playing good football. Really average. His weapons will get it, but not him. And they run the ball anyway. So no Gardner Minshew this week. Zach Wilson is definitely a no. Mac Jones, don't start. Jimmy Garoppolo is benched. Desmond Ridder is benched. Aiden O'Connell against New Jersey. Well, this will have to be the week that we find out what the Raiders are really made of with Aiden O'Connell. I'm still not starting him because I don't think he's going to do big. I think they're going to lean on the run in this game. I think it's going to be a defensive run game. I think that's what it'll be. So no Aiden O'Connell this week. Ryan Tannehill is benched. He is serving as the backup. I love how that came out. And Jaren Hall apparently is injured. And Carson Wentz is on a bye. So there is no Carson Wentz this week. So instead of Gardner Minshew, my guy, you may have to go get Jordan Love and hope he has a good game against Pittsburgh, or if Kyler Murray is available, or Will Levis. Yeah. Or Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr against Minnesota this week. All right, running backs. Christian McCaffrey is a start. Austin Eckler is a start. Saquon Barkley is a start. Yeah, Saquon is a start. Derrick Henry is a start. Travis Etienne, don't start. Actually, no, you can start him. It's still going to be ugly, but you can. He hasn't had a bad game. He's had one bad game of 6 points. I don't think it'll stay that way. That was like in week 2, and he's literally been going off ever since. If anything, he'll bottom at 10, and you should still be able to take that in bye week fiasco. So start Travis Etienne. Bijan Robinson against Arizona. No, don't start him. Jocelyn, don't be on the side of the house, please. I told you that. I don't want you to get stuck. Josh Jacobs against New Jersey is a start. Tony Pollard is not. Alvin Kamara start. Kenneth Walker against Washington. He's had 2 bad weeks. And I think it'll continue. He had 2 points last week. Wow. He hasn't really popped off. His carries really dropped. Like, I don't know. And maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Seattle, but I don't know. Really, if you want my honest opinion, I'm not touching Kenneth Walker until he showed me something. He hadn't shown me anything the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to find a way to find somebody else to play this week. I just don't trust it against Washington. Again, Washington is on a high right now, and I think it's just going to continue. Raheem Mostert is on a bye. Joe Mixon is a start. Jonathan Taylor is a start. Jamar Gibbs is a start. Breece Hall is a start. DeAndre Swift is on a bye. Get mommy's hat.
No.
Get it. Pick it up.
Don't eat my cat.
Aaron Jones, let's check you out. So here you are again, another questionable. And you know what? I said start Aaron Jones last week, and what did he get you? 17 points. So how'd that work out for you, Joe? So against Pittsburgh, don't expect that to happen. I'm actually not starting Aaron Jones this week. Isaiah Pacheco's on a bye. Ramondre, no. She doesn't need any food. No, close it. She already had food. Close it. Yeah, it's already in her bowl. Ramondre Stevenson against Indianapolis is not a start. Rashad White, start. James Cook, start. David Montgomery, start. Alexander Madison, you don't have to. You don't have a choice. 16 for 44, 2 for 49 and a touchdown. So, yeah, start him. You have a choice. Najee Harris against Green Bay. Start Najee. He looks like it's becoming a thing now. So, yeah, I'm going with Najee Harris now. And if you're looking for a running back and he's on your waiver wire because everybody dropped him before, hey, it happens. Sometimes you got to drop players for a little bit. Something happens. They start going off, pick them back up. Take it out of mouth. There you go. There you go. Go take it inside so you can watch it. To ask mommy to watch it. Or ask Adrian. Let's see. So, where we at? Javonte Williams against Buffalo. Looks like Javonte is getting under his wing. These last 2 weeks have looked good. So I guess my two starts, Javonte and Harris, are looking to starting to get under their own. So he's a start this week. Hopefully it stays that way. It continues. Looks like they just basically had late season blooms. And those happen. But yeah, I'm starting Javonte Williams against Buffalo. I don't know. Strangely, I think Buffalo is going to lose against the Denver Broncos. I don't know why. Brian Robinson against Seattle. Deep flex start. Jerome Ford against Baltimore is a start. Gus Edwards is a start against Cleveland. Zach Moss. Nah, Zach Moss is not a start this week. And watch him pop off. Because you don't know. He'll go off and then Taylor won't get nothing because New England may fixate on him. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I don't think you should start Zach Moss. Damian Pierce should be dropped off everybody's roster. Jalen Warren. It looks like they're sharing. So he's a deep flex start. AJ Dillon, do not start. Kareem Hunt against Baltimore. He's the deep flex start. Tyler Algier. He's vulturing, but not enough for me. Don't start Tyler Algier. Devin Singletary, don't start. Antonio Gibson. No, don't start Antonio Gibson. You could deflex him. You could deflex Antonio Gibson. I think he gets a little bit of work that you could deflex him. If you're in a 16, 18, 20-man league, yeah. Zeke is no more Zeke. Zeke's project is done. Cam Akers is on IR. Dalvin Cook, don't start. Tajay Spears, don't start. Zach Cabernet, don't start. And I think that's all that we need to go for. Oh, Leonard Fournette. So basically, Fournette is on the roster, but he's not on he's on the practice squad. They want to see how he looks in practice before they put him on before they activate him. So they may activate him by this afternoon. If he is activated, meaning because he understands the playbook well, which is good, then take that. Then that could help the Bills win this game at home. And Leonard Fournette may have a big game at home if he starts. So I'm thinking if they activate him, start Leonard Fournette. Keontae Ingram, no. And okay, yeah. So that's it for running backs. All right. So let's take a break real quick and let's move back over to the chat. See what we got. We got some we got some little bit of activity. Dabo, what we got here? Trade question from Dabo. Let's see. McCaffrey plus Devontae Smith for AJ Brown plus Barkley. What would you prefer? Oh, I want AJ Brown and Barkley, pimp. Absolutely. Gotta understand something. One is breaking records, one is fast. AJ Brown breaking records right now, bro. I want that. And I'll take Barkley. He get work. I know Christian McCaffrey is playing better, but whose numbers would you want? Christian McCaffrey and 6 points from Devontae Smith, or 30 points from AJ Brown and 20 points from Saquon Barkley. So yeah, give me AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley. Absolutely. Let's see. Payt, let's see. Marquise Brown, Tyler Boyd, or Jared Judy this week. Ooh. I'm going Marquise Brown, pimp. I'm going Marquise Brown. Kyler Murray is back. I need Kyler Murray to literally destroy the Atlanta Falcons. And he's going to do that with his receiver. So, yeah, give me Marquise Brown. Absolutely. No, Lucy, drop. Come here. Why you take it, JoJo? Here, come get it. Yeah, so I'm going with Marquise Brown. Jerry Judy ain't done enough for me. And Tyler Boyd, he's the third option, but fourth in target. So he's third receiver, but fourth in target. So I'm going to go with Marquise Brown because he's the number one target for Kyler Murray. Ricardo, what we got? Dak Prescott is a definite start. Absolutely. Why Pollard Cook? No, I said don't start Pollard. I'm not starting Pollard. Pollard has not shown me enough after those few weeks that he's a starting running back anymore. Like, Cowboys are hurting their running back badly. Cowboys. Every day, I'm telling you about. I got a whole Tabo tab. I'm just Tabo sucks. Every time it's Tabo tab, Tabo sucks. Matter of fact, Tabo sucks. Back to the comments. Let's see here. Starting Dobbs over Lamar this week. Absolutely. That's a definite. It's not anything against Lamar. They're running the ball too much for me. Lamar, unless he's getting in the end zone off those runs, I can't trust it. See, this is why Hurst is such a safer start every week. He's giving you the 2-for-1, 2 passing and run rushing, or 2 rushing and 1 passing. You're not getting that from Lamar. He's just running the ball. So yeah, I got Dobbs over Lamar too. Absolutely. Tyler Boyd is the guy this week though. T. Higgins and Jamar are out this week. Are they? Then if that is the case, I haven't gotten to receivers, which we were about to get to right now. So I might as well go ahead and jump on over there. We are done with running backs. So let me go look at that. So we go down. Let's start right here. DJ Moore. We already did all y'all. Where we going? Let's see. Jamar Chase, you do have a questionable. What we got, Pimp? Buffalo made it clear that Chase wasn't going to dominate them. Okay. And he only had 8 points against Buffalo. Might attempt a similar scheme, and as a team have yielded the 4th fewest wide receiver fantasy points per game. But even banged up Chase's tough matchup in an auto start. So no, Chase is fine. But if Higgins is out, then yeah, it is going to be Boyd. But I have to look at that again because even when Higgins still ain't played great ball, and it ain't like Tyler Boyd been going off. It's not like we've been talking about Tyler Boyd every week. when Higgins has not done anything. So I'm not too sure about that, but we'll see when I get there. Stephon Diggs against Denver. They're at home. Yeah, Stephon Diggs is a start. Tyreek Hill's on bye. A.J. Brown is on bye. C.D. Lamb is a start. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a start. Devontae Adams is a start. Cooper Kupp is on a bye. Justin Jefferson may not play this week. So he may not be ready to go until next week. Keenan Allen is a start. Hold on. Let me double check that. Yeah, he's a start. He's a flex start, though. I wouldn't put him in my number one spot if you have anybody else better. Garrett Wilson is a start. Even with this crappy quarterback, Garrett Wilson is still a start. DK Metcalf against Washington. Don't start Metcalf. Here comes the decline. Don't start Metcalf. Chris Olave against Minnesota is a start. Devontae Smith is on bye. Deebo Samuels against Jacksonville is a start. Puka Nacua is on bye. Mike Evans is a start. Brandon Ayuk is a start. DeAndre Hopkins is a start. T. Higgins. There we go. Let's check you out, Pimp. He had a good game since the coverage was on Chase, which is what's supposed to happen. I see what you're saying, Chris. They're both playing though. Here's what I have. Burrow, because so we'll find out more for the injury report this afternoon. If they're both playing, there's no Boyd. If one is out and that's Chase, like if Higgins plays and Chase is out, then yes, Tyler Boyd is the plug-in. But if Chase is in and Boyd is and Higgins is out, I still wouldn't play Boyd because they still go other directions than Boyd. I think they only go Boyd when Chase is out. It's weird. I have faith in Dobbs. Yeah, he's been a solid every week. So I don't see that changing. So I have Dobbs over Lamar. So yeah, I'm with you. Last time I saw them, they were out. Now I'm looking right now. They have them both as questionable. Like I said, T. Higgins right here. He has a Q by his name. And as it says here, where is it at? The Texans have been surprisingly solid in coverage given their personnel, but Higgins' strong share of surging offense drives wide receiver to potential. So they don't have. Oh, never mind. Thank you. I got it. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Higgins' hamstring is expected to miss Sunday against the Texans. So that's one. Where's Chase? That's what I was looking for. I didn't go down far enough. He was limited so Chase was limited at practice on Thursday. So yes, for Chase. All right, so you might be right, Chris. Chase doesn't have an out. Higgins does. But if Chase's back is bothering him today, he might be out. If Chase is out, if Chase is out, then it is Tyler Boyd. You're absolutely right. So I would keep him plugged in until you hear otherwise, basically. So you're absolutely right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that update. Have me go and check that. But still start Marquise, though. Absolutely. Still start Marquise Brown. Absolutely. DK going to fry the Commander. No, he's not. No, he's not. When has DK fried anybody? Please tell me. I've had DK since he was a rookie. Which was one of his best seasons. Okay. What? No, he's not. You just, bro, Cardo. Bro, I know you hate the Commanders, my guy. No, okay, no. Them Commanders are actually going to do the opposite. They're going to do that to the damn Seahawks. Seahawks they've lost their identity. They don't have an identity right now. I don't know what's happening, but it ain't looking good over there. They can't run the ball. I don't even think it's Geno. DK is a shell. Zach Cabernet shouldn't have been drafted. There's just so many other things. I don't know. My man Dave was right. The Seahawks, they had a good year last year. And I think that's basically what it was. Love you, babe. Have a good day at work. She wants her chin, or she wants under her neck rub. Lucy, go. All right, so back to it. Where are we? Okay. Amari Cooper. No, because Lucy will grab it quick. Sit, Lucy. Sit down. If you have her bed right there, she won't. She thinks you're trying to put her to sleep. So yeah, no, you have to move the bed to get her to sit. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're trying to put her on the bed to sit, she won't do it. She thinks you're trying to put her to sleep. Because technically her bed is in her cage, and that's where she sleeps. You know what I mean? Sit. Sit, Lucy. Sit. There, good girl. And make sure you get her eyes in her face. All right, so Calvin Ridley, San Francisco. No. Calvin Ridley should be dropped at this point. Let somebody else deal with this headache. Yeah, let somebody else deal with it. Michael Pittman's is the start. They're going to focus on Jonathan Taylor, so Michael Pittman should be fine. Terry McLaurin against Seattle. Yeah, he's a start. Flex. Chris Godwin is a start. Jordan Addison against New Orleans is a start. Yep, he's definitely a start. He's been doing really good. Marquise Brown, he's been doing good. And I'm still starting him. I think, again, him and Kyler Murray this week against Atlanta should be just fine. Tyler Lockett is a start. Christian Kirk is a start. Nico Collins is a start. Wait, let me check on that. Questionable. Collins' calf didn't practice in Thursday. So, depending on how he does today, is if he starts or not for Nico Collins. Because he didn't practice. He didn't practice on Thursday. Jacoby Myers. Let me see. Yeah, he's a start. What happened? Huh? Johnson, stop crying. Just get another one. Better stop that. Since when did we start whining? Get a new one. All right, Deontay Johnson against Green Bay is a start. George Pickens is a start. Yeah, I know he had his little issues, but he's fine. He'll be fine this week. Zay Flowers. No, I'm not starting Zay Flowers this week. Cortland Sutton against Buffalo. He's a start. Drake London. He's a start. Gabe Davis. No, I'm not starting Gabe Davis. Man, he's so up and down. Christian Watson, no. Jerry Jeudy. No, I'm not starting Jerry Jeudy. Michael Thomas, no. Tank Dell, yes, is a start. Jahan Dotson. Start Jahan Dotson, absolutely. Jackson Smith. Yeah, start Jackson Smith. Start the rookie. He looks like he's getting that right work. Because DK Metcalf is a shell. Rasheed Rice is on bye. Tyler Boyd. I don't know, man. I'm still worried about Boyd. Even though even though they might be down the receiver, we'll see. Maybe a deep flex. I mean, Chris, you are in a deep league. So, yeah, you starting Boyd wouldn't be an issue. Like, those 8 points would actually help you I think if I'm not mistaken, you guys are a 14 team or 16 team. So you're fine if you start Tyler Boyd. No. Just keep her head down. Yeah. She has to understand. She never felt it before, so she doesn't know what that's like. That's all. Yeah, there you go. Just keep her down. Josh Downs. I'm down on Josh Downs. He didn't practice on Thursday. He's against New England. Yeah, I'm down on Downs. I'm almost done. All right, Brandon Cook against the Giants is a start. Odell Beckham later. Not a start. Odell Beckham. Oh wait, no. What did I say about Odell? Cleveland dog. Well, no, I'm not starting him. I'm not starting Odell. KJ Osborne. Nope. Romeo Dobbs is a start. Curtis Samuel, no. Elijah Moore, no. Quentin Johnston, no. So disappointing. Rondell Moore, nope. Michael Gallup, no. Treylon Burke, no. Juju Smith-Schuster, no. Rashid Shaheed, let me see. Nah, don't start him either. Demario Douglas. Yeah, you can start Demario. Noah Brown is a start. Jamison Williams. Okay. No. Kadarius Toney's on a bye, which shouldn't matter. He shouldn't be on your roster. Alan Lazard, no. Jalen Reed, yes. Josh Reynolds, no. Robert Woods, no. Khalil Shakir. He's a deep flex option. Michael Wilson. No. No Michael Wilson. Wandale Robinson, no. Paris Campbell, no. Hunter Renfrow, no. Marvin Mims, don't start. Van Jefferson, don't start. Rashad Bateman, don't start. Mecole Hardman is on a bye, but that don't matter. No idea why they traded for that kid. And I think that is it for receivers. I ain't going no further than that because everybody else shouldn't be on your team. All right, tight ends. Travis Kelce's on a bye. Mark Andrews is a start. TJ Hockenson is a start. George Kittle is a start. Sam Laporta is a start. Dalton Kincaid, is a start. Evan Ingram is a start. Dalton Schultz is a start. Kyle Pitts should be benched and dropped. David Njoku. Let's see. Yeah, you can start Njoku. Let me check this injury report first. Jocelyn, over here. He was limited, but he'll play. Jake Ferguson is a start. Taysom Hill is a start. Logan Thomas, flex start. I mean, not flex, deep league start. Trey McBride, no, not this week. Maybe this week. I would just, yeah. I like Trey McBride with Kyler Murray this week. Get off the bike, baby. It's not big enough in here. Jonnu Smith is a start. Cade Otton is a start. Tight end from Tennessee, no. Hunter Henry, no. Luke Musgrave, no. Tyler Conklin, no. Juwan Johnson, definitely not. Irv Smith, no. Mike Gesicki, no. Michael Mayer, yes, is a start. Donald Parham, no, don't start him. Noah Fant, no. Connor Hayward, No. Daniel Bellinger, no. Isaiah Likely, no. Kylan Grayson, no. All right. All right, moving over to the defense. Cowboys defense, yes. Bills, yes. No, don't start the Bills defense. Yeah, don't start Bills defense. Ravens defense, yes. Saints defense, yes. 49ers defense, yes. Browns defense, no. Jets defense, no. Steelers defense, yes. Raiders defense, yes. That's a start. Seahawks against Washington, no. Falcons, no. Patriots against Indiana, no. Colts against Patriots, no. Yeah, Colts against Patriots start. Packers against Pittsburgh, no. Lions against the Chargers. You can start the Lions. No, don't start Lions defense. Vikings defense, no. Jaguars, no. Commanders defense, yes. Bucks defense, no. Giants defense, no. Bengals defense, no. Chargers, no. Texans defense, no. Titans defense, yes. No. Don't start the Titans defense. Broncos, no. Cardinals, yes. And last but not least, our favorite position in fantasy football, kickers. Justin Tuck is a start. Tyler Bass start. Evan McPherson start. Matt Gay. Let's check out Matt Gay real quick. Start Matt Gay. Jake Elliott is on a bye. Brandon Aubrey. Don't start. Cameron Dicker. No, don't start Cameron Dicker. Young Hoku start. Jason Myers, don't start. Daniel Carlson start. Nick Folk start. Dustin Hopkins start. Brandon McManus start. Jake Moody. Yeah, don't start Jake Moody. Riley Patterson. Nah, don't start Riley Patterson. Matt Prater. No. Blake Group, start. Kyrie Fairbairn is doubtful, so they may have to go another direction in kicker. Greg Zuerlein. No. Chase McLaughlin. Actually, yeah, start Greg Zuerlein. Chase McLaughlin, start. Greg Joseph. Start Greg Joseph. Chris Boswell, start. Will Lutz, don't start. Joey Sly, don't start. Joey, I don't think I've ever said start you. Chad Ryland, don't start. Matt Amendola. Well, this looks like it's going to be your first game, so I have no idea. So I'm not starting you in your first game as a kicker. Brandy Bullock, don't start. Cade York, don't start. They got two kickers, so don't start either one. And that is it for kickers, and that is it for starting sits for the entire offense. Oh, that's the other league that I'm going to do next year with my Dynasty. It's going to be IDP. I'm going to do an IDP league for the first time. All right, let's see. Make sure. All right, so nothing left in the comments. So I do thank you guys. No views either. So I do thank you guys for staying as long as you could. Those were your starting sits for tonight's games. I mean, for week 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Tune in next Wednesday. We're going to recap week 10, give you all the fantasy updates and how you guys did for over the weekend and on Monday Night Football. I hope you guys enjoy football this weekend, enjoy college this weekend, enjoy our network all week. We have a lot of great shows this week. Carl Talking College, Baseball with Teddy with the World Series here. So World Series over. Sorry, no more baseball. Not mistaken. We are in November. I believe baseball is over. I do so apologize. So I think he's just doing more, basically getting ready for next season. We do have a boxing show. We have our regular panel show for the R2L Network. So we have a lot of great things. So please tune in every week. Please like and subscribe every week. Get more people to come in. Get us to 1,000. We love you guys. Stay tuned for next week. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, this episode.